Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy AP with a brand new video. What's it called? I have nothing to say. Absolutely nothing to say. I haven't posted a video because, you know what I'm saying? Your boy don't feel that well. Stressed, overwhelmed, pissed off. And I haven't been able to do videos, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? I don't do it for the views. I just do it for, like, you know what I'm saying? Freedom. Whatever's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? If I say Goo Goo Gaga, or I like pizza with pickles, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? These past couple of weeks, I don't know when's the last time I uploaded my last video. But, you know, it's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had energy to think of something to write, come up with stories, remember stories. Yeah. Right now I'm eating segue. I'm eating one of these things. What is this? Like a orange or lemon or grapefruit something? But it's like has yogurt inside. Yeah. Is this real? Hold up. That shit. That shit's real. That shit's sour, bro. Like, it's real. Like I, I didn't buy them, but you know what I'm saying. Yep, got them at Sam's Club. I don't know what these are called, but man, it's cold. But yeah, man, they're good. Coconut. I don't know what the flavor this is. I had one earlier. It was cool. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna talk about 3 subjects today. Super random. You know, I'm talking about. I don't know. Uh, what I've read. Sports. Even though I haven't really been keeping up with sports. What else am I gonna talk about? And what else could I talk about? Oh, let's talk about like a movie. You know what I'm saying? A movie or something. Oh yeah, I did watch a couple of movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so first, we're gonna talk about what I've been reading. You know, I've read. Let me see, where's that book at? All right. It's called The Alchemist. I've seen it in a lot of places on the internet. That's how I got to read about it. The Alchemist. And you know, pretty good book for, you know, where I'm at right now, how I'm feeling. You know, it's written by a Brazilian author. It's about his life story, but he, I guess, changes it. It's like if I write a story about myself, but I'm not really trying to make it about myself. You know, I change, like, let's say I'm from New York, even though I'm not from New York. We're gonna change the location down from Minnesota. You know, if I'm a Mexican American, I'm gonna say I'm I don't know what they got out there in Minnesota. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? German, English, whatever, American, and then it just changes, you know. So it won't be like about you, you know. is you're just changing things, you know? If you're a farmer in Minnesota, now you're just gonna say you're like a mechanic. Like if I'm I mean, if I'm a mechanic in New York, I'm just gonna switch it up to Minnesota and I'm a farmer. So it's still the same about you, but you're just changing it. So you know. So that's what the author did. It's about a kid in Spain, a Spanish kid. I'm guessing it doesn't say the name, but they always call him as a boy, but he's on his own. So he's like, I'm gonna say like 17 to like 20 years old, I would say. That's the age I'm guessing. And, but it doesn't say though. And, alright, he's a kid in Spain. He lives like in a little town in southern Spain called Andalusia, which is not far from Africa. It's like really close if you look at it on the map. And yeah, I guess he lives in a small town. You know, people do the same thing every day. Not much going on. Similar to like a lot of towns in the world, you know, here in America, you know what I'm saying? Small towns in Ohio, farming towns in Pennsylvania, where nothing just happens. Like, there's nothing. It's not New York City. It's not Miami. It's not LA. It's just, you know, the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like, not much going on. Mm. Usually, when you live in those type of towns, you kind of want to get out. You know, you like, man, like, I'm tired of seeing these cows. I'm tired of waking up the same time, walking on the same road, talking to the same people, and coming home at the same time, eating the same food, and forever, eternity, and you don't see the beauty in that. You know, you want to go live. I'm gonna go to New York City and with my guitar, and I'm gonna make things happen. I'm gonna sign with, you know, Columbia Records, Interscope, whatever. I think Interscope might be in LA. I don't know, but you know, a big record deal. I want to be a an actress. I want to be an actor. I want to be like the next Timothy. What's his name? Chalamet, where he's in every movie, you know, and just doing big things. And you wanna, you know, be in every party. You wanna be invited to the Diddy parties. Whatever. I'm joking. That's a joke. But yeah, that's pretty good. I think this is like grapefruit, like a lemonade grape citrus. I like that one better than the coconut was cool too. It'll be like the Matrix, you know, when the little kid makes you spend, you just, you know what I'm saying? Bend the spoon. Anyways, yeah, you want to go to like a big city and just live life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, as a guy, you want to, you know, make a name for yourself, get your status up, you know what I'm saying? Have a lot of women, you know, have a lot of experiences with women, you know, two threesomes, a train, choo choo, you know what I'm saying? But for females, they're probably like the same thing, you know, have experiences with guys, you know, go with your girls, late night, become a famous actress, travel the world, get all the purses you want, all the Gucci's, whatever. And a lot of people, when they do go over there, you know, a lot of them, they live there for a while, and then they figure out that, you know, that's not the way life is, you know. I mean, is, not is, but like, it's not worth it. It's not, it's fugazi. It gets played out quick. You end up figuring out that like all these people are just fake, and you know and now that you're a guy that you've had all these girls, you're not looking for just sex anymore. You're just looking for like a real, a girl that you get along with, that you're really excited to see her. It's more than just sex now. You get to a point like that where you're like, what's more important? Like, these expensive luxury cars don't mean nothing to me. What matters to me is, my health, um, my mom still being alive, my dad still being alive, me being able to talk to my deceased family members, or you know, going fishing to that lake where you and your brother used to fish. Stuff like that starts mattering to you more. Now you start realizing that, like, I'm tired of all these, noises, crime, just always just moving, always hustling and bustling in New York City. Rent's crazy. There's rats the size of cats, and you just start getting tired of it. Like, I mean, it's a good place to visit, but like, I don't think this is a place where like I'm trying to grow old. This is just, and then you start realizing that like I want to go back home. I miss the cows. I miss the people. Over here, people flip me off and I stare at them. And back in my little old town, everyone used to just say hello, wave at you, start a conversation. Little kids wave at you. And when you grow old, you wanna, what I'm saying, when you're young, you're like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you wanna go to the big city, you wanna, taste everything. And then when you taste that, for years, you're like, you get tired of it. Once you get old, that's when you go to move out. When you go move out to like somewhere like a farm, somewhere quiet. Something like Dave Chappelle. If you guys know Dave Chappelle, comedian, he lives in Ohio. Maybe that's why he moved out in Ohio. Doesn't want to see Hollywood, doesn't want to, just stays over there. Yeah. So you get to appreciate where you're from. Not all the time, because sometimes some people are like, I'm never moving back home. I'm never moving back to my farm town, my small town. I'm gonna die here in New York City. Yeah, there's cases like that, but I would say maybe a good chunk, people start to realize that the quiet, peaceful, calm, not much going on, sometimes is what we all needed. It's where we should have been. But maybe it's good too that you experience, because maybe you're not going to be able to appreciate that until you've experienced, um, you know, experiencing experience. Yeah. So anyway, sorry for the detour, but yeah, the book's about a kid from Spain. His dad wants him to be a priest. He says he doesn't want to be a priest. He doesn't feel like it. He feels like being more free. He wants to travel the world. His dad doesn't put up too much of a fight. He has a little bit of money. He gives it to him. I think he was saving that money for, I don't know, when he became a priest, and when he graduated preschool. I don't even know how that works. But this is like, I would say, I don't know the year, it doesn't say it, but this is like way back in the day. This is like probably 19 something or 18 something or 17 something. I'm not quite sure. And so his dad doesn't put up too much of a fight. He doesn't really like say, "Oh no, I'm gonna kick you out the house" or nothing like that. He just says, "You know what? That's what you want to do. All right, here's the money." And he says he wanted to be a shepherd, so he could travel around the world. I mean, not travel around, so he can travel, from town to town, meet new people, different people. and walk a different path every day, sleep wherever the sun goes down, like just freedom. So he says, all right, here you go, buy your sheep and go be a shepherd. And so he does. He gets the money, he buys some sheep. He starts, all he has to worry about is like making sure that he can find food and water for the sheep. And he sleeps like wherever, you know wherever it is. And I think he sleeps like in a church where it's like broken down, and he's in there, and there's like a sycamore tree, right, where they do the teachings, right. And then so he sleeps there, and he has a dream where he's like, I don't know, it's like he has a dream where he's doing something, and then someone, or a kid or a child tells him like, yo, you need there's a treasure for you waiting for you in Egypt, and I'm gonna show you where it's located at. And right where the child's gonna show him, what's it called, he wakes up from the dream. But this is, I think, his second time dreaming of it. And and the second time where he dreams of it again, the child shows him the location. But every time, he's about to find the location out by the child, he wakes up. So he's thinking like maybe this sycamore tree is cursed or whatever. So he starts, having constant thoughts about the dream, trying to figure out what it is. And but the meantime, he communicates a lot with his sheep. Even though the sheep can't speak, he learns a lot from the sheep. He can tell, like, I think, like, when there's like a snake around, there's like a certain bird nearby, or certain, nature stuff. When you're in nature, you start to find out when, weird stuff, like when it might rain, or you just have like another sense that city people, or people that, right now people don't know about. Back then, like the Native Americans or the Aztecs or the Mayans or any ancient civilization that was, out there in nature with, you have to pick up on these things. Not have to, but you learn it, you start to notice seasons and when to move, when to stay put, stuff like that. So he learns a lot from his sheep, and the sheep kind of understand him as well. And so yeah, so what happens? So oh yeah, now I remember. So he goes to see someone that can like read dreams or interpret dreams, some weird stuff like that. And he goes, and there's gypsies, and he talks about gypsies. People probably, curse people, or people that scam people throughout, Europe or where the world. I think gypsies are in a lot of parts of the world. And he's saying, like, them gypsies, they have like a pact with the devil, and they travel and they do like weird stuff to make money and stuff like that. And he's kind of nervous because he he doesn't know what the gypsy might do. Might cast some type of spell on him, or what I'm saying. Yeah, cause he knows about the Bible, so because he was about to be a priest, so he knows how to read. I forgot about the key. He knows how to read because he went to school, and he's done a couple of classes and stuff. So back in those days, it's like, it's kind of hard to find someone that knows how to read, and it's kind of well studied, and especially for a shepherd, it's like that's not common in that area at that time. It's not common, and so he'd be reading books and stuff like that. And what's it called? He knows about Egypt, and he knows a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't know because he reads books. So he has this information. Like back then, people don't know what Egypt is, or they don't know what the pyramids are, or stuff like that, or and other stuff, because they don't know how to read. And so he knows a lot of stuff that a lot of normal average people wouldn't know because he reads. And he gets information like, like, hey, certain things around the world exist, and so yeah. So So he goes see this gypsy lady, and then she tells him, what's it called? Damn, it's already 20 minutes. Yeah. Uh. So. Yeah, I think I might just end this. It's going pretty good. I didn't even get to talk about sports or a movie. Yeah, I'm probably see if I can wrap it up in by 25. So he goes sees the gypsy. The gypsy tells him, "Yo, I'll tell you your dream. You gotta give me a tenth of your treasure if you do find it." And what's it called? You know what? It's gonna be too long, man. It's way too long. The books way. I'm not gonna be able to explain. I'm gonna need like probably like an hour or two to explain it. But yeah, man, that book that I'm reading, that's just a little bit of what I've read. It's pretty interesting. It's about him, just basically just trying to find his destiny, or just follow his heart. Some hippie stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a good, it's a decent book. Some entertaining. To take you out. Of what you're used to in a day. But yes, it has a lot of cool things in there. But yeah, it's about him, finding the treasure, and him, in order for him to get to that treasure, he has to, fail. I'll probably talk a little bit more on my next video. It's gonna probably be called part 2, and I'll pick up like where what's it called, where I left off here with the gypsy lady. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's about it. Let me see if I can make a video about sports or the movies I've been watching. But yeah, man, that's about it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I'm all over the place. I detour a lot. I didn't have nothing prepared. Anyways, I do that all the time anyway. So, but yeah, this is a whatever video. And whatever video part 2, I might upload that later. But yo, peace.